Hello everyone, my name is Tam and today I will tell you about the endangered species and why they become endangered. The reason why many animals and plants become endangered because many plants and animals alive today become endangered and then they extinct because of human activities. The mountain gorilla, the rhinoceros, and the giant panda. They became disappeared. Many other animals too. Similarly, many plants are become disappear from the earth. But why did it happen? Why does it happen? Because over centuries there are many land and millions of land animals and species become disappeared. Most of most of them become extinct because of natural causes, like the climate change or the global warming. But today, most species become less dangerous to become extinct because of natural causes, instead of that, because of natural activities. Today I will tell you about that. First is about the destruction and pollution habitat. And most of natural plants and our animals are adapted to a specific environment, right? Without that habitat, the plants, the species can not survive and lose their specific habitat and that they are adapted to. For example, like the fish, they are live in the on they are only live on they are only live under the water, right? But there are many ways that human activities destroy the habitat, like the forest, the grassland, and the desert. These are all human activity that destroy the habitat that the plants and animals live. We clear this habitat to provide areas for us to live and work. Uh, and like the farmers, they need to grow crops on that. We build them to provide the water, farming and electricity too. This causes that the destruction of specific habitat on every animals and planet. The pollution, like the and for the pollution we have air pollution and water pollution. This come from factories, trash, and farming. And this cause many of the endanger this endanger many animals. And for the other pollution is acid rain and oil spill. This is also harm the habitat too. The dead, if you guys don't know that, if you guys watch on TV or on the newspaper, you guys can see that the dead and dying animals like the birds and other animals now covered with oil, right? And because of the ship transport and then have the ship that's transport the oil have an accident and then the ship spill the oil onto the water. The acid rain, right? You guys know the acid rain, right? The acid is like the acid is a really dangerous chemical that we always need to avoid, but the acid rain causes but the reason why The reason why they happen the acid rain. We burn coal and oil, and this also harm the species like fish and trees. To sum up this, this I will tell. To sum up, I will say that the pollution that human activities like to sum up, I would say the pollution that human activities affect the animals, the species like oil spill and acid rain, and it also harm other species, and it also harm many species of plants and animals. Second, I will tell you about the illegally trade in wildlife. Most of government over the world, many governments have the laws of protecting endangered species, but many animals are still be hunted. Like the tiger, the elephant, and the rhinoceros or the rhino, they are still be hunted by the hunters. And the reason why they are hunted because of they need food and their body part. And for example, is the tiger. First, okay, the tiger. They don't kill the tiger for the meat. They kill for their fur to make the rock or the coat. And for the elephants, like the tusk, inside the horn of the elephant is called the tusk. They use them to make a souvenir or art, work of art. And for the rhinoceros, they use their horn to make medicine. But in realistic, the horn didn't use to for realistic, the horn didn't have any medical benefit. And now the tigers left are 300. No, the tigers left are 3,000. There's 300 tigers left on the world, and in 2010, there were 300 rhinoceros killed illegally in South Africa. 3 years ago, 3 years before that, in 2007, and 13 rhinoceros were killed. This is very sad, right? And next, the third one I will tell you is the competitive habitat. This is the real most of the verse indirectly that the result is by human. This is not directly result by human activity. The competitive of other animals like food, water, and other resources. Most of the competitive doesn't even related to human activity, but some related to human activity. Some, like today, some native species compete with introduced species. Introduced species is an animals or plant that are brought and introduced by human to adapted new habitat on purpose or by accident. For example, it's like the rabbit in Australia. The rabbit is not native in there. The European brought them to on purpose for raise food and for hunting. And for hunting, it's a wild rabbit. The reason why the rabbit become raised for food and be hunting because the rabbit eat only plant. And the native species here are like plant becoming extinct and other become damaged. The rabbit is introduced in Australia on purpose. And for what about the brown tree snake? Yeah, it's introduced by accident in Ireland, the late 1940s, when it has a military train and brown tree snake ended there and destroy a lot of the population. The human can introduce species on purpose or by accident, and they can harm the native species and habitat. And for the major causes of this human first is human destroy habitat. The second one is illegally wildlife trading. The third one is competition with like the native and the non-native species. The relationship between plant and animals are really complex. Living things can be depend on other things. Can depend on other. A destruction of one animal or one plant species can threaten the survival of two other species. But don't forget about this. Human being is a part of natural world too. We need to protect the endangered plants and animals so that human like us won't be extinct in the future. Thank you for listening to my oral summary. See you guys later.